In today's video, I would like to dive into the potential impact of the upcoming US presidential elections on our investments. Particularly, you will find 5 sectors that could benefit depending on whether Donald Trump or Joe Biden takes the White House. Before I begin, a quick disclaimer that everything I am about to share is for educational purposes only. You should always do your own due diligence before you make any investment decisions. First, let us take a look at the sectors that could benefit should Joe Biden retains the White House on 5th November. The clean energy sector is one that will benefit significantly due to the Biden administration's strong focus on climate change and renewable energy. Companies to watch in the sector include NextEra Energy, where it generates electricity using renewable sources like wind or solar power, along with First Solar, where they are the makers of solar panels and developers of large-scale solar energy projects to generate clean energy. The second industry that could benefit is the electric vehicles industry, where Biden's focus on electric vehicles, as well as supporting the necessary infrastructure developments, could benefit companies such as Tesla, as well as ChargePoint, which is a leading provider of electric vehicle charging stations. The healthcare sector is another one that could benefit with Joe Biden's presidency, as he has advocated for expanding healthcare access and reducing drug prices, which could impact various segments of the healthcare industry. In that regard, companies like Pfizer and Moderna could benefit from policies promoting drug accessibility. Biden's plans to invest in affordable housing and community development could positively impact the housing and construction sectors. Home builders such as Lennar Corporation and D.R. Horton could benefit from this. And finally, the infrastructure sector is another one that could potentially benefit due to the Biden administration's plans to rebuild and modernize America's infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and public transport systems. Examples of companies that could benefit include Caterpillar, which makes heavy vehicles like bulldozers, excavators, and trucks used for construction, along with Vulcan Materials, where the company produces and supplies construction materials like crushed stone, sand, and gravel used to build roads, bridges, and buildings. Next, moving on to the sectors and some of the companies that could potentially benefit if Trump wins the upcoming presidential election. First is agriculture, where Trump's focus on renegotiating trade deals may open new markets for US agricultural products. Examples of companies that could benefit include Archer Daniels Midland Company, where it processes crops like corn and soybeans into food ingredients, animal feed, and biofuels, as well as Bunch Limited, where they buy, sell, and process crops like soybeans and corn to make food products and animal feed. A Donald Trump win could lead to reduced regulatory scrutiny on the cryptocurrency sector, resulting in fewer restrictions on crypto trading and development, and potentially boosting investor confidence as well as market expansion. Companies that could benefit include Marathon Digital and Riot Platforms, where they are engaged in the business of cryptocurrency mining. The defense sector is another one that could benefit from a Donald Trump win, due to his historical emphasis on increasing defense spending and military strength. Companies involved in producing military equipment, technology, and services such as Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman could potentially see increased contracts and revenue because of higher defense budgets and a focus on modernizing the armed forces. Another sector that could benefit from Trump's presidency is the energy sector, as he has historically supported the deregulation of the energy sector, promoting fossil fuel production and rolling back environmental regulations. This could benefit the oil and gas companies through reduced operational costs and an increased exploration and drilling activities. Some of the companies that could benefit include ExxonMobil and Chevron, where both companies are in the business of exploring, producing, and selling oil, natural gas, and other energy-related products. Last but not least, the financial sector could benefit from Donald Trump being the next US president, as he has favored deregulation in the industry, which could benefit large banks and financial institutions like Bank of America as well as JP Morgan through reduced compliance costs and increased profitability. With that, I have come to the end of my presentation. What are some of the other sectors you think could potentially benefit? Feel free to share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found the contents in the video useful, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Also, you may want to consider subscribing to this channel so that you will not miss out on any videos that I will be posting in the future. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again in the next video.